Good morning to everyone. In this lecture, I am discussing about what is Python, Python features, and history of Python. Let us see what is Python. So why the Python is more popular means it is having huge number of additional features than compared to other programming languages. Let's see the definition of Python. A Python is object-oriented, high-level language purpose programming language. That means object oriented means it can supports different object oriented concepts such as classes, objects, inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism. Such type of object oriented concepts are supported by Python, and it is high level programming language. And also it is interpreted language. That means in Python programming language, each and every line is executed one by one. If at any line, if the error is encountered, immediately the error is reported. That means line by line executed in Python programming. That's why we can call it as interpreted language. And dynamic programming language means, so generally in C and C++, if we want declaring a variable, we are declaring a variable as, for example, in C, we are declared as, if you want to declare integer type of variable, if you are specified as int space some a semicolon. But whereas in Python programming language, we no need to specifying the data type of a particular variable. The Python automatically itself assigns a data type to a particular variables. That's why it is a dynamic programming language. That means we no need to specify the data type of a variables. Next, multi-purpose programming languages. Okay? That multi-purpose programming language means it can supports different programming concepts. That means by the Python, we also achieving it can support object-oriented programming, and it can also supports web programming, also supports web programming here, and it can be used for graphical user interface with the help of the web programming. It can support object-oriented programming, and it can also supports functional programming, and it can also supports imperative programming languages. That means that's why it is called as a multi-purpose programming language. Okay, that means that's why the Python is object-oriented, high-level, interpreted, dynamic, and multi-purpose programming language. Clear? Now it is very easy to learn and powerful, versatile scripting language which make it attractive for application development. Clear? So that is simply what is meant by the Python. In the next, we are discussing the features of the Python. Yes. So these are the some of the features of Python. So the first feature is easy to use. That means we are simply learn the Python, and also we can it is very easy to learn. That's why the Python we can also call as programmer friendly language. But we can also the Python programming we can also call as programmers friendly language. Why? Because it is very easy to use and it is very easy to learn. Okay. The second type of feature is expressive language. Expressive language. That means expressive means the code that we are written in Python programming is very understandable format. That means we can easily understand what the code we are written in a Python programming. That means we can it is easily understandable format. easily understandable. The third type of feature is interpreted language. The interpreted language means so the Python uses an interpreter. So what the interpreter can do is the code in a Python can be executed line by line at a time. The code in a Python executed line by line at a time. If at any line the error is occurred, simply the interpreter returns that error. After solving that error only, then the Python interpreter executes the next statement. Okay, that means interpreted language means each and every line by line is executed at a time by the Python interpreter. And the fourth one is called as cross-platform language. The cross-platform language means the Python is equally works in different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS. So to all such type of platforms, the Python works equally. Okay, that's why we can also call it is a portable language. And the fifth one is called as free and open source. That means the Python is freely available from the website called as www.python.org. So from that website, we can freely download the Python, and it is open source. The open source means the Python programming source code is freely available. That means anyone can open the source code of the Python programming. So we may also performing some type of updations on the source code. That's why the different versions of Python is coming. That means the source code is available to everyone. That's why it is called the free and open source. And the sixth one is object-oriented language. As already discussed, object-oriented language means the Python programming can also support some of the object-oriented concepts that is called as the class, okay, objects, inheritance, okay, encapsulation, polymorphism. Such type of object-oriented concepts are also supported by the Python programming language. And extensible. That means it Python programming can also extensible to another programming languages, and also we can extend the Python programming. And the eighth one is called as large standard library. It is one of the main advantages of Python programming. It is a large standard library. There are so many libraries are having, for example, such type of NumPy, Pandas, okay, and also called as tkinter, okay, and also called as different types of huge number of libraries are used in Python programming. The ninth type of which is called as GUI programming. That is called as graphical user interface programming. That means the Python is also supports to creating a user interfaces by using some of the libraries called as, for example, tkinter is the one package or library we are using to create user interfaces. And also we are having some Django framework that is also mainly used for creating the user interfaces. And then last one is called the integrated. Okay, so it can easily integrated with some another programming languages such as C, C++, Java. That means we can easily the Python is easily integrated with some other programming languages such as C, C++, Java. So these are all some of the features of Python programming. Okay, next, we have to discussing what is history of Python. Okay, so now if you can see the history of Python, the Python uh, implementation actually the Python implementation actually starts from the 1980s, but so the Python laid its foundation in the late 1980s, but the actual implementation of Python was started in December 1989 by Guido van Rossum. By the Guido van Rossum. He is the designer of the Python. He is developer of the Python. Guido van Rossum. He has developed the Python at CWI in Netherlands. The CWI means Centrum Visconde Informatica. Okay, that is at that the Guido van Rossum developed a Python programming. But actually, the origin for Python programming is ABC programming languages. What we can say that ABC programming language is said to be the predecessor of the Python programming language. That means with the help of the ABC programming language and also called a modular tree programming language, by taking the help of these programming languages, the Python programming is developed. That's why the ABC programming language and also the modular tree programming language we can also call the predecessors of the Python language. That is called like a Python is influenced by the programming language such as ABC programming and modular tree. Modular tree. This is a brief history about the Python programming. Thank you. Applications of Python programming languages. Okay, Python programming language. The Python programming language may also used in console-based applications and audio or video-based applications, 3D CAD applications, that is called as computer-aided design applications. Also, we use the Python programming and web applications. If you want creating some such type or some type of web pages, we are also using the web applications. Now, enterprise applications. Okay, the Python programming we can also use to developing enterprise or for organizing applications. Organizing applications. Organizations applications. Okay, that means it is also used for enterprise applications. And the Python programming can also used in the applications for images. So here I can list out some of the applications of Python programming.